marker?
Oh,
Hi, Alicia.
we got a new pack, but we don't have our old pack.
That's okay. You can just follow along with us still, okay?
Yeah, but we don't have a whiteboard. I don't think we have the whiteboard.
Yeah, the whiteboard got sent back, so I gotta get one.
Oh, you
We
got
don't have
Miss
a
Lumsden. That's
whiteboard.
okay. That's all right. You can just use a paper. Okay, we're
Okay.
going to start with our warm-up. Our warm-up for math. I'm going to share my screen. We're going to start with our questions to warm up our brains. You should have your whiteboard and your marker. We're warming up our brains. Here's the first question. Grant has 3 markers and 3 green markers and 4 yellow markers. How many markers does he have in all? So use your whiteboard and write down what you think. You can write the number sentence. And remember, our label is markers. 3 green markers and 4 yellow markers.
Yeah.
3 green and 4 yellow. Remember, our label is markers. So right here, the word with the M, that's markers. Nice job, Ben Goebel. Way to label your answer. Looks good. Nice job. That looks great, Cora. I see you labeled it. Markers. Yep, starts with the M. That's the label. That's what we're learning about. Good job, Hadley.
We can make sure we don't miss anything she's teaching us.
All right, hold up and reveal your board. Good job, Molly. Looks good. I can see the whole problem, the whole number sentence. Nice job, Nora. 3 plus 4, Arlo. 3 plus 4. Use your fingers. Check your work. Good job. I see you got the label, Christopher. You got to do the math. 3 plus 4. Nice job, Chase. All right, let's slide. Let's reveal our answer. Looks like a lot of us have it. Ready? 7 markers. Good job. The markers is our label. So 3 plus 4 is 7. Nice work. Okay, you can erase those problems. We have our second warm-up problem. Clear your board. Lewis grabs 8 checkers. 5 of the checkers are red and the rest are black. How many checkers are black? He has 8 checkers. 5 are red and the rest are black. How many are black? Show Miss Lumsden on your whiteboard. How many? And remember this right here, this is our label, checkers. The story is about checkers, so that's what you should be labeling your answer with. You could draw 8 checkers and see if 5 of them are red, how many are left? Eight checkers, 5 are red, the rest are black. How many are black? Nice job labeling your answer, Hadley. Looks good. Yep, the word right here, checkers. That's your label. Oh, Ben P, we're not adding 8 plus 5. 8 is the total. 8's the total. We have 8 total checkers. 5 of them are red. The rest are black. How many are black? Draw your checkers. Draw 8 of them. It's not 8 plus 5. The total is 8. Yep, hold up your answers. Marty, do you have a question? I see a lot of us are doing 8 plus 5. That is a tricky one. Our total is 8. Okay, looks good. Nice job, Chase. All right, Miss Lums is going to slide. The answer should have been 3 checkers. So I'm going to show you here on my whiteboard, if I have one, how Miss Lumsden would have drawn. So 8 checkers. Yes, just like that, Arlo. If you can see Arlo's board, I would draw 8 checkers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You would see all 8 of my checkers. And then we know that 5 of them are red. So I would do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look, that leaves 3 checkers left. Good job. Okay, last warm-up problem. You can wipe your boards. We're doing our last warm-up problem. Molly, what's up?
Are these the pages?
Yep, you got them. Good job. All right, so Emily has some board games in her closet. So you don't know the first number. She has some in her closet. Then she has 4 board games on her desk. The answer of all together is 9 board games. How many are in the closet? So you don't know how many are in the closet, but you do know she has 4 on her desk and she has 9 all together. So what's that missing number? Blank plus 4 equals 9. Blank plus 4 equals 9. And the label is 2 words, board games. That's how you're labeling your answer, board games. Blank plus 4 equals 9. Good job, Arlo. Get your label on there, board games. That's the label. Good job, Hadley. Board games. Ooh, check 6 plus 4 equals 9. Double check that 6. Use your fingers. See if that's the right answer. Use your fingers or your number grid. Nice job, Ben Goebel. Nice job, Chase. Yeah, that's a tricky one. Okay, good job, friends. I'm seeing lots of good answers. Working hard. This is level 3. It's the hardest one. I'm going to slide for our answer. 5 board games. So 5, hold up 5 fingers, and 4 fingers. That's equaling 9. If it was 6, then you would have 10, and we only have 9 games. So 5 games and 4 games makes 9 board games. All right, that is it for our warm-up. So you can set your marker and your whiteboard to the side. All right, I'm gonna get started with our next problem here. So today we're gonna be collecting some data. We're gonna be using those papers you have to be having a tally chart and a bar graph. So to begin, Ms. Lumsden's going to show you a tally chart. Here's a tally chart. It says boys and girls in class. So this is a tally chart. Here's the boys, and there's how many tallies. And here's the girls, how many tallies. We're gonna make one of these ourselves today. So this is looking at and practicing reading a tally chart. So who could tell me how many boys are in this class? Look at the boys and see how many tallies there are. You can raise your hand. How many boys are in this class? Alexis, how many tallies do you see for boys?
10.
10. Thumbs up if you also see 10. Yep, look at 5. We know that once it's crossed, it's 5, 10. We can count that so quick. 5, 10. Good job, Alexis. Okay, and how many girls do you see? Count up the tallies. How many girls? Count by 5s. Remember, we know those are groups of 5. Molly, how many tallies do you see for girls?
15.
Nice job. So we have 10 boys. Miss Lumpson's going to write it on the side, and 15 girls. That's a tally chart. So we're going to be making our own and asking some questions. So my first question is, are there more boys or are there more girls? Look at the chart. Are there more boys or are there more girls? What do you think? I see some hands. Which one's bigger? Alicia, are there more boys or more girls?
Girls.
How do you know?
Because 10 is bigger than 5, and if you add like 10 more of 5, that makes 15, and 15's bigger.
Exactly. 15 is bigger than 10. That's a great explanation. Good job, Alicia. Okay, so we know that it's bigger. Who knows how much bigger? So how many girls are there more than boys? So we know there's more girls, but how many more girls? Can you guys hear me?
We can't hear you.
That's weird.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you. Everybody can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear
Everybody can't.
Yeah, everybody can't hear you.
Now.
No, we can.
Every-
We still can't hear you.
Everybody's unmuted. Everybody try muting themselves. It's because everybody's unmuted, I think. I think it's because everyone's unmuted.
Good idea.
Can you hear it?
Can you hear us?
Okay, you gotta mute yourselves. Is everyone muted? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay, you gotta stay on mute. Stay on mute. Good job. Okay, you should be able to hear me if you're on mute. Okay, so my question I was asking was, how many more girls are there than boys? How many more girls than boys? What's the difference between 10 and 15? How much bigger is 15 than 10? Who could tell us? Ben Goebel, what do you think?
It's 5. 5 more. The girls have 5 more.
Good job. 15 is 5 bigger than 10. Okay, great job. All right, so we're going to fill out our own blank tally chart today. So you can grab yours. You should have a blank tally chart just like this. We're going to fill in the data. If you don't have one, you can quickly draw one if you want and still write the tallies with us on a blank paper. I think most of us found this paper. So you're going to fill in the labels right now. You should be able to fill in what we're going to find data out about. So our title of this chart is Superpowers. So you need to write down Superpowers as the title. And then we are going to vote. Would you rather be able to fly, be invisible, or have super speed. So you need to write down all those words so that your chart is labeled just like Miss Lumsden's. So you're copying down those words on your chart. Yes, Alicia.
I don't know where is that.
Okay, why don't you just draw one on your whiteboard? You could just draw it so you can have the data. You can just make it.
Okay.
Okay, good job. Okay, once you're done writing, yeah. What was that, Ben?
What's the word in a second? And oh yeah, now I can see it.
That better?
Yeah.
All right, so if you have all the labels finished on your paper, you're thinking about which one of these you might want to choose. If you would rather fly, if you would rather be invisible, or if you would rather have super speed. So you're going to be thinking about that, and we're all going to vote in just a minute. I'm giving friends a couple more seconds to write down the words. Thinking about which one you would want. Would you rather fly, be invisible, or have super speed? Just think about it. You don't have to write anything else down. How about you give me a thumbs up if you're done writing your labels so Miss Lumsden knows who's ready. Give me a thumbs up if you're done filling out the labels. Good job. Okay, looks good. All right, so we're gonna vote. This is how we're gonna vote. If you want to fly, you're gonna put up a number 1. If you want to be invisible, you're gonna put up a number 2. And if you want super speed, you're gonna put up a number 3. So you have to pick 1, 2, or 3. You can only pick one. Think about which superpower you would want. Miss Lumsden's gonna stop sharing so I can see all of your numbers on the screen. So ready, hold up, either a 1 if you want to fly, a 2 if you want to be invisible, or 3 if you want super speed. Which one do you want? So Miss Lumsden's looking at the screen. I'm going to try and get them written down so we can fill out the tallies together. Let's see. So number 1, I see Molly, Arlo, Nora, Ben P, and Alexis. Hadley, Alicia, Marnie, Annabelle, I need a number. Are any of you picking number 1? Okay, don't write anything else on the tally chart yet. We're just getting our votes in right now. So don't write anything else yet. Okay, so how about for number 2? Who wants to be invisible? Number 2, let me see your 2s. You can put down if you had a 1. Let me see your 2s. Okay, I see Ben, Alicia, Hadley, Preston. Okay, how about 3s? Let me see your 3s. I see Cora, Christopher, Owen's a 3. Anyone else? Chase? Okay, I think I got them all. All right, So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen so we can see our superpowers graph. So for flying, Miss Lumsden saw 5 friends that want to fly. So you need to put 5 tally marks in our flying box. So we had 5 friends who want to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, cross on 5. 5 friends wanted to fly. For invisible, we had 4 friends. So you need to do 4 tally marks in the invisible box. Four like that. No crossing because we didn't get to 5 yet. Okay, and then for super speed, we had 6 friends. So you need to do 6 tally marks for super speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should look just like mine. We're all using the same data. Well, those are all our answers from each other. So that's what our tally chart should look like. All right, who can tell me who has the most votes? Which one had the most votes? Fly, invisible, or super speed? Which one had the most votes? Looking at your chart. Molly?
Super speed.
Good job, super speed. Miss Lumsden added a vote for super speed. That's why we got up to 6. So we have, I voted for that one too. 6 is super speed is the most. Okay, which
Super
one?
speed.
Good job. Which one has the least amount of votes? Which one has the lowest amount of votes? Arlo?
Invisible. Invisible.
Annabelle, you got to raise your hand.
Okay.
Good job, Arlo. Invisible. Yep, it only has 4. Good job. Okay, so now our job is going to be taking our information right here from our tally chart and moving it to a bar graph.
Miss Lumsden, I can't hear you
Okay, everyone needs to
or
be on
anyone.
thumbs up if you can hear Miss Lumsden. Everyone can hear me, Ben. All right. So now you're going to need your other piece of paper that looks like this. So we're going to move our information from this chart to our graph. So you need to fill in the labels again. So fly, invisible, super speed. And then our title at the top is superpowers. And across the side, number of kids. So that's our number of votes. That's why that label's going up on the side. That's how many kids voted. And I used the easy symbol for number, so you didn't have to write the whole word. All right, so once we get our labels done, we will fill in this graph and we'll be able to see how we can easily tell what our data looks like. So we can see it in our tally chart and then we'll be able to see it here on the bar graph too. Alicia?
I don't know where is that either.
Yes, you told me that. I know because it's from my last week's handouts. If you want to try and
Yeah.
draw it, you can try and draw it.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get started transferring our data over. It looks like most of us are finished writing. I'm gonna try and keep them both on the screen so you can still keep writing. So you can see up here, our data for flying had 5 tally marks, okay? So that means that for flying, we should fill this up all the way to 5 because we want it to have the same data. We're just moving the data from our tally chart over to our bar graph. So for flying, it goes all the way up here to number 5. So Miss Lumsden just going to draw a line so she knows where to stop. And you can choose how you fill out your graph. Some of you might choose to do an X in each box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. That's the easiest way, pretty quick. Or you can choose to shade it in. So you might color it up like this. Miss Lumsden did both. Color all the way up to number 5. And you can't go past 5 because we only had 5 votes. You should only fill it up till 5 for flying. All right, so then invisible. Who wants to turn their mic on? Tell me what you think we should do right here above invisible. What do you think we would do? Annabelle, what should we do?
Fill it up to 4.
Nice job checking your tally chart. You know it's 4, so fill it up all the way to 4. I'm going to draw a line at 4 so I know not to go past it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goes all the way to 4. Okay, our last one is super speed. Who could turn their mic on and tell me what they think we should do to finish filling out this graph? What should we do? Super speed. Hadley, what should we do to finish filling out our graph?
We should fill it into 6.
Yeah, so we got 6 votes for super speed. You can see that on our tally chart, and that means that we're doing the same. So I'm going to draw a line at 6 so I don't go past it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So then you can shade it in. Okay, so our graph is looking complete. Now I want you to look at the graph and notice a couple of things. So when we have it on a graph versus tallies, we're obviously not counting tally marks, but we can count boxes. So if you were not sure, remember the numbers go up the side. That's how we knew how many. So you can look to the side, 5, and it stops here. So that means it's at 5. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. And that tells you all about flying. Also, you can see if the bar is filled up higher, that means it has more. So what bar is going up the highest? Which one is filled up the tallest? Cora, which one's filled up the tallest?
Super speed.
Super speed. Good job. It goes all the way to 6. And 6 is more than 4 and 5. So that means that bar goes the tallest all the way up to 6. All right, so this is practicing collecting data and looking at a graph. This is our first time making a graph, and you can see the way we can read our graph makes it nice and easy to know how many kids voted for each thing. All right, I have a couple more questions. These are questions that I will keep asking as we keep practicing with graphs throughout the year. They get a little tricky. So I already know who has the most and who has the least. But my first tricky question is, who has more votes? Super speed or invisible? I want you to use your chart, not your tallies. So who has more votes, super speed or invisible? You gotta pick one, super speed or invisible. Look at your chart. Arlo, what do you think?
Super speed.
How could you tell when you looked at your graph that super speed had more?
Since it up more.
Yeah, it goes up higher. How many more higher? This is the next tricky. You don't have to answer this one, Arlo. Someone else can if they want. How many more does super speed have than invisible? So you can see invisible goes to here and super speed keeps going. How many more does super speed have than invisible? How many boxes higher does super speed go than invisible does? It's a tricky one. What do you think, Molly?
2.
Nice job, 2. So you can see invisible stops at 4, but super speed goes up 2 more. 1, 2, all the way to 6. Okay, last tricky question and we're done for the day. How many friends voted for flying and invisible all together? So I want to know about flying and invisible. You have to put together both of these, flying and invisible all together. Marnie, what do you think?
9.
9. How did you get the answer of 9?
Because I counted 5 and then I saw 4 and I know 5 plus 4 equals 9.
Great math. Thank you for explaining your thinking. Good job. So we can see 5 and 4. You could also just count all the boxes if you weren't sure what 5 plus 4 was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same answer. All right. Good work today, my friends. That was a lot of math and writing. I'm super proud of you. Thank you for helping me learn with our friends together. The recording will be up if you got in late, so you can go back and watch the recording of the beginning, okay? All right. Thanks for coming to learn math today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Keep up the hard work.
Bye.
Bye, guys.